Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Dominique, and as you can tell by the title, today we are going to be reviewing the new Makeup Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette. Before we get into the review, make sure you follow me on my socials. So it's dxm.beauty on Instagram, and on Twitter it's dxm.right. I'll leave them on the screen for you guys. So today we're going to be reviewing the Makeup Revolution Maxi Reloaded palette, and this is the all matte palette, and it's part of the Monster Mattes kind of range that Makeup Revolution have just brought out. Okay, so first I'll start with the price. So I bought this from Superdrug and it was £12, which obviously Makeup Revolution are known for their super affordable palettes. This palette has 45 matte shades, and as you can see there's a whole range of colourful eyeshadows, and I'm so excited and intrigued to try out this palette because I absolutely love Makeup Revolution palettes. I need to start using them more because I don't use them enough, and when I saw 45 shades for £12 I was like, I have got to try this out. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like when you open it up. Okay, so first off the bat, when I'm looking at this palette, I can tell there is a multitude of shades. There are so many shades. You've got your absolutely bright shades here, like this yellow, which I'm so excited to use because I love yellow eyeshadow. You've also got your kind of pastel colours here, like your pastel blues and pinks, and you've also obviously got the darker shades like the blacks and the browns. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out because it's a palette that I think you could do obviously super colourful looks, pastel looks, you can do neutral looks as well because there's some neutral toned browns in there as well. Personally, when I look at the kind of layout of the shadows, it kind of gives me a bit of a headache. But I love it when this is just a personal kind of nitpick kind of comment, but I just love it when palettes just kind of go from light to dark or from like yellow to black, and it's just so uniform with the colours, because this is just like a mishmash of colours everywhere and I kind of get a bit like, I don't know which colour to use. So yeah, that's just kind of like a personal nitpick that I just kind of wanted to point out. It's really irrelevant, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to point it out. So firstly, I'm just going to quickly carve out underneath my brow just to make it a little bit sharper and just to clean it up a little bit. And to do this, I am using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I have been absolutely loving this concealer recently. It's so cheap and it's so full coverage, and oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so now the brows are nice and carved out, I'm going to quickly prime my eyelid using my favourite eye base. My favourite eye base is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Correct Concealer in C0, which is the white shade. And I like to just place that on my eyelid and then just blend this out. Okay, and I have just put some powder underneath my eye here, just some loose setting powder so it can catch any fallout. Well, if there is any fallout, so it doesn't ruin the rest of my foundation. So I wasn't too sure on what look I was going to create because there was so many colours, but I was really intrigued by the kind of bright colours. And if you can tell by my Instagram, well, if you've seen my Instagram, I gravitate strongly to really colourful eyeshadows. I love the rainbow eyeshadows. I thought it would be best for me to use those colourful eyeshadows in this new palette to see how they compare to my usual palettes that I like to use all the time, and if I'd reach for this palette again if I wanted to create a colourful look. So I'm going to recreate a look that I did a while ago, which was a recreation of Rocio's look. So this is the look here that I posted a while ago on my Instagram, but I think I'm going to switch out the colours here. Probably going to switch out the blue for another colour and just kind of mix up the rainbow shades there. Okay, so I'm going to take a red shade onto my brush and just kind of pack this into the crease. I absolutely love red eyeshadow, but it's so hard to come across a nice. At the moment it's kind of looking a little bit wishy-washy and not as red as I thought it was going to be. I don't know how well this is picking up on the camera or not, but I'm just going to keep going and just keep adding and blending this out. Okay, so far it's not too bad. I thought the colour would be a bit more red, but it's kind of running a little bit more burgundy in person. I don't know, like I said, what it's going to pick up on camera, but so far I'm happy with the shadow. Okay, so next I'm going to take an orange shade and blend out the red and see how well this picks up. I think the best technique to blend this red out here is just to keep packing on this orange. I don't know whether you can see, but around here there definitely is a bit of fallout. Fallout doesn't usually bother me. I know it can bother some people, so that's why I'm letting you guys know. Just to make sure this red shade or burgundy or whatever isn't getting lost, I am just gonna dip back in the palette and blend that in, just to make it a little bit more seamless and just to make sure the colour hasn't gotten lost under the orange. Okay, so I think I'm going to blend this edge out with some yellow, and I'm praying this is going to be like the best eyeshadow ever because I love yellow eyeshadow. Okay, I'm actually really liking this palette, you know. The colours are really easy to blend out. I'm not getting any of that patchiness yet, because sometimes when you pack on the colour first and you try and blend it out, it can sometimes run a little bit patchy, but I'm not getting that at all, which is good. I just need to kind of go in and just blend all these colours together nice and seamlessly. Okay, so I think that's blended quite nicely, so now I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and kind of just blend out all the edges, just so they're not harsh. And also, yes, I know I got a little bit of shadow into my brow. I'll fix that afterwards. Okay, so I've just brought you in a little bit closer just to show you guys, and you know what? I'm really liking this so far. So yeah, so far I am really liking this. The colours are nice and vibrant and it's blended really well, guys. So now I'm going to take that white concealer again and I'm going to cut the crease. So I'm going to dip back into that yellow and I'm going to just place it around about here because this is where I want it. That's actually doing quite well on top of the concealer, which is good. Okay, so now I'm going to dip back in the orange that I used before and place that next to the yellow. I'm definitely really liking how the orange shade is performing. I mean, the yellow's doing really nicely, but I think pigmented wise this is showing up a lot more. I'll obviously have to watch this back, but so far I'm really liking the shadow. So I'm just going to blend these two shades together now. So now I'm going to take that same reddish burgundy shade and just pack it onto here. It looks like a different shade when you pack it on. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend that out into the orange. Okay, so now I'm going to carry on with the rest of the rainbow shades. I'm going to take this super bright green shade. I'm going to pack it next to the yellow. That's actually a really nice shade. It's kind of like neon green. So guys, I'd like to know in the comments below what your favourite kind of makeup style is. Is it bright and bold? Do you like colourful looks? Do you like more neutral looks? Do you like the kind of creative looks? So I'd love to know what you guys like. Me, I personally prefer colourful, out the box and creative, but then I also like the wearable looks. I just kind of have more fun and I just kind of enjoy it more when I do the kind of crazy looks. Okay, next shade I'm going to add on is this blue shade. This blue, definitely one of the favourite shades out of the palette. Straight away as I've packed it on, nice and colourful and pigmented. Just hopefully it'll blend out nicely as well. And by the way, this brush is a Morphe brush. It doesn't actually have a name on it because it came in a set. I'll try and link this set below for you guys. But this is definitely one of my favourite brushes to pack on shadow in small areas. Purpley blue shade right next to the blue. And lastly, we're going to add the purple right in the inner corner. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of go back into the other shades and just make sure everything's nice and packed on and blended. Okay, so far I'm really happy with the blend. It has gone a little bit patchy in a couple of places, but it's not that bad. Like, I can definitely work with that, and obviously it's my first time using it, using the palette, so far I am really liking it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just clean off underneath my eye here. I'm going to just add on the colours under the eye here. Okay guys, my camera decided to die whilst I was finishing off this look. So as you can see, I've done the other eye off camera. I've also added some of the orange and yellow right under my eyes. I've added the lashes, the highlight. Can we take a minute for this highlight though? So before my final thoughts, I'll quickly zoom you guys in just to show you the whole look. So as you can see, the colours are blended really nicely. They're nice and vibrant. I definitely had fun using this palette, and I think there's endless possibilities with it. Okay, so my final thoughts in regards to the Makeup Revolution palette is that at first I was a little bit skeptical. Like, I don't know whether the quality is going to be great or not, but honestly, as you can tell, I absolutely love this palette. Like, as I've just shown you with the colours, everything's nice and blended, the colours are popping, like, and especially like I said before, the price of this is £12 and you get 45 shades, and it's like a whole range of shades. It's not like 50 shades of beige. So I definitely recommend this palette. I could definitely say that this could be a more cheaper alternative to the Morphe James Charles palette. There's lots and lots of shades in here. You can do neutral, you can do colourful, so yeah, I definitely recommend it. And as you can tell, I am really happy with the result today, so I'm definitely going to be using it a lot more, and I'm definitely going to be using it in my Instagram colourful looks as well. Okay, so that ends today's review of the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see any more reviews, or if there's specific products that you want me to try, if you want me to like directly compare the palette with other palettes. Just feel free to let me know in the comments, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you leave a like and leave a comment. Thanks for watching guys, bye!